Guess he'd rather be in Colorado. I guess he'd rather work out where the only thing you earn is what you spend. In the end, in his office, in the end, quiet apart. It's all he has to show he lives in New York City.
A traffic warrant. 13262, Roger, William, 6 Paul, Johnson.
Driving a little fast there, mister.
These rented jobs. The speedometer must be busted. I'll take it easy from here on in.
Can I see your driver's license, please? Where you going, Mr. Neal?
Denver.
And where you been?
Chicago.
Then how come your plates say New York?
I meant I left Chicago this morning.
You mind stepping out of the car?
What for?
Out.
You always write your speeding tickets with that thing?
I believe New York wants you, Mr. Neal, for murder.
There must be some mistake.
We won't know that till we get to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Hold it. Any higher, they'll take you home in a box.
Butt out, Dewey. This is my arrest.
I'm just trying to help. Turn around, face the car. Okay, now raise your hands. Higher.
Dewey, that ain't proper procedure.
Just keep going.
Now, how did you know he was outfitted like that?
Pays to read the wanted bulletins all the way through. Far out.
That's him. That's the fellow that killed Pearson.
Name is Lester Neal.
Where'd they find him?
Somewhere out in Colorado. It's called Twin Forks.
Chief, I would like for you
I
to
know
give me...
McCloud. You want to bring him back?
That's the least that I can do.
All right. You've got the job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll be ready in half an hour.
Him on site. Why didn't you talk to me before you contacted New York?
Well, there was an APB out on him.
You read too much, Dewey. Why don't you just play checkers like the rest of the deputies?
Evans, we want to talk to you. We got hit again in broad daylight. They got 30 head of prime stock.
Make out a report.
Listen, I'm getting writer's cramp for filling out reports. But what I want to know is, when are you going to put a stop to these cow thieves?
When I get as many men and have as much equipment as they got.
Don't you ever run out of excuses?
Now, that's a fact. They got helicopters, trail bikes, walkie-talkies. That's why they can hit you any place they want to, anytime they want to. I got 3 men, 2 cars, and we cover 315,000 acres.
Well, not for long, Bevins. It's going to take a miracle just to keep you in office long enough to be voted out.
Is that why you're running against me, Ben Willis? You figure it's a sure thing?
I'm doing it in self-defense. You're sheriff for another 2 years, we're going to be out of business.
I'd like to see him on the other side of this badge. 5 minutes after they pin it on him, he'll be crying for help.
Couldn't do any worse than you've done. They've been at it for 6 months. Even my 10-year-old kid could have turned up a clue by now.
I got more than a clue. I got a rustler locked up tighter than a tick. And I'll have the rest of the gang before the week's out. And that's a promise.
All right? You keep that promise, Lloyd. And you might keep your job. But if you're just stalling for time, it's running out by the election.
It ain't every day that a very important law enforcement official from New York comes all the way out to, ma'am, come all the way out here to consult with a local sheriff. Sheriff, later, son. Just move right along. You can pick your luggage up in the back.
Who's he looking for?
Important visitor.
Who is it?
Police official.
You're kidding.
One of the top men in the country.
Huh. Where's he from?
New York.
New York.
Personal friend of the commissioner.
You wouldn't happen to know what his name is, would you?
McCLOUD. Sam McCLOUD.
Well, you know, this is a little bit embarrassing, but that's me.
You?
In the flesh.
Far out.
There you go.
Hey, Sheriff,
What?
I found him.
Who?
Fellow you've been waiting for?
Sam McCLOUD.
This is the big New York City policeman you dragged us down here to see? He looks more like your cousin, Floyd.
Give me a smile, Sheriff.
I really needed you.
Are you always that cheerful?
Well, election's a serious thing. Especially when you're gonna lose it.
Ah. Well, plane leaves at 4:30. That just gives me enough time to get a bite to eat and freshen up before I have to be at the airport. Thanks for your help.
I would suggest you take a real long bath and have a big meal, because that's all you're taking with you. I am not surrendering my prisoner.
Why not?
Because he's the only real solid lead I got to the rustlers. And I need a little time to squeeze some information out of him.
How much time?
Whatever it takes, but I ain't about to turn him loose.
You seem to think I'm going to set him free. I'm taking him back to New York, stand trial for murder.
Well, New York's got a lot of murderers. They won't miss one more.
Well, I don't need to get hard-nosed, but I don't think my chief's going to agree to that.
He's probably one of them damn civil servants. Ain't nobody can vote him out of his job just at the drop of a hat. I promised the folks that I'd have those rustlers arrested by the weekend. And there ain't no smart New York cop gonna make a liar out of me.
I'm from New Mexico.
The plane come in from New York, unless you come in on the tail of a mule, that's where you're from.
Neil could sit there on his duff for 3 years and not tell you what you want to know. I don't have time for that.
Then maybe you better get your duff on that 4:30 flight.
This may come as a shock to you, but I got a legal paper here that says that fella is mine.
Now you got confetti.
You can tear up all the warrants you want to. You still killed a man in New York City, and I'm going to get him back there one way or another.
You try, and I'll drop you where you stand.